Hello, everyone, and happy Friday to you. It is another episode of The Breakthrough Show, and we're so excited to welcome back a previous guest today he always has something amazing going on. So stay tuned. We'll have The Breakthrough Show right now coming up in just a moment. Hello, everyone, and happy Friday to you. I hope you all are doing well today. It is time for another episode of The Breakthrough Show. So, as we start the show today, I want to tell you how privileged I am once again to share this space with an extraordinary individual. He's a beacon of hope and a fervent advocate for the inherent value in each and every one of us. He returns today to delve deeper into the powerful message that no human is useless. His journey, marked by his own battles and triumphs, illuminates the path for countless others, proving time and time again that within every challenge lies a golden hidden opportunity for growth and self discovery. Today, we're set to explore not just his ongoing mission through his foundation, but also continuing his personal narrative, a story that exemplifies resilience, dedication, and the unwavering belief in the potential that lies within each and every one of us. So, without further ado, I'd love you to put your hands together virtually and welcome back to the show, William Plange. Welcome back, William. We're so excited to have you back here today.
I'm so humbled. Thank you so much. I'm so humbled
I
to be
love
here.
it. We've been having a whole party in Ghana today
I tell
as
you,
William.
so much
it's
noise.
it sounds like, you guys know how to have a good time over there, right?
I tell you, especially it being Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's party all
Yeah.
the time in this neighborhood.
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, listen, I think, we always love to have these professional moments where we're all in an office but I think, look, it is Friday and Friday is a great time to celebrate the weekend and celebrate each other. So I kind of love the party vibe in the background
Exactly,
for sure.
exactly. And
I'm
and you
so
know what?
excited.
You know what? There's this proverb in Ghana that you can't advise anybody on a Friday night because
Yeah.
Friday night is for partying. So you can't come and advise somebody they won't listen. They
Yeah.
won't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great reminder for all of us to let loose and have fun sometimes because we're so serious in the work that we're doing in the world, but also that work can involve fun too and taking care of ourselves and having that time to, like Brittany said, it's a party. It's a whole party today. I love it. I'm so excited, my friend, to have you back on the show today. You just got back from the UK, is that correct?
Yes, 2 days ago.
I
Yes.
love that. That must be, how long of a flight is it for you?
So I used a transit flight, so it took
Uh-huh.
me like 14 hours,
Oh my
but
gosh.
it should be 6 hours. Yes, but it's fun. You know,
Yeah.
it's tiring, but it's fun because you meet people
Yeah.
along the way, and it's okay.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And so you were in UK for quite some time. How was that experience for you?
It's a great experience because I've got to understand that what I'm doing is more valued there.
Mm.
I had the opportunity to meeting some people, great people, in line with what I'm doing, like humanity, helping people come out from depression, and I saw the value of what I do in the UK as
Mm.
compared to my country here in Ghana. So it
Right.
was, it was, it was such a great an experience. Yeah.
Yeah. That's another really great message because sometimes in our circles that we might have around us all the time, we may not feel the value that we want to feel. We may not feel the recognition for what we're doing. But if we can encourage each other to step outside of our little circles, our little bubbles that we're in where we live, you're
Yeah,
going to, how many, there's trillions of people on this earth. Somebody out there is going to find value in what you're doing in the world. So that's a great message as well.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love
it
it.
is.
But I'm sure you're also glad to be home to hug that baby of yours. So, so we've had you on Project Joy recently. William is a brand new dad, and his baby Keilani is so cute, so cute. She's so precious. Um, and Auntie Jessica can't wait to meet her one day because
Definitely, very soon.
yes.
Very, and
Um,
one funny thing is when I got to the airport and then she came, I mean, she was coming with my wife.
mhm.
Keilani, it's me, daddy. And she's pretending as if she doesn't, she don't even remember me.
Yeah.
I'm like, Keilani, just 2 months. You don't remember daddy.
I love it though. That's what I was going to ask you. When do you feel like she grew a lot in just that short time you were gone?
Exactly. Because when I was leaving, she wasn't even crawling.
Yeah.
I came back now, she can just crawl and stand. She took her first stand by herself for the first time, and it was amazing. I'm like, wow, just 2 months leaving you, I
Oh my
came back and you
gosh.
surprised me. Yeah. It's
I
amazing.
love it. I love it. That's so amazing. And one of the things we talked about when you were on Project Joy is how this little baby that's not even a year old yet has her own foundation already.
Yes, that's the Keilani project, and yes, it was a promise I made. But then
Mm,
what triggered it was when we delivered her in the hospital. When I overheard people like pregnant women who had gone through cesarean section, not
mm,
able to pay their bills, and it was a sad moment for me.
yeah.
So I went back, picked up Keilani, and said, "Hey, this is what is happening where you were born. So when you grow up, you need to help people who go through session who cannot pay their bills. You need to do this for them. But I'm going to start for you. When you come of age, you just take it and make it a reality."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that because you really set even though people might say, "Oh, she's so little, she doesn't understand," or whatever the situation is, it's still putting that energy out there that she's here for a purpose, and no
exactly.
matter what, that the energy of this project is always gonna stay with her no matter what she does in the world when she grows up. You know, that energy of being, like, helping humanity and changing the world just through one
Yeah,
little thing through being
yeah,
born.
exactly.
Um, yeah. So listen, we're gonna take a super, super quick break and we're gonna come back and I want to talk about how your book has been doing and everything else. We've got so much to talk about today. So don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to The Breakthrough Show. I invite you to visit us at thebreakthroughshownetwork.com and also the breakthroughshownetwork.club, where you can visit our new virtual community. We are back today all the way from Ghana. William Plange is joining us today from the Party City, Party City in Ghana for sure. I love it. And before the break, we were just catching up. William's just coming back from the UK, a whirlwind trip, and had an amazing time there, but has come home and has gotten to see his baby in just a little bit of time, getting a little bit older. And we also talked a little bit about her foundation that William has started, not even a year old, not even a year old. I love it. I love it. So William, for those of you that are new to William, William has his whole platform is about the words that you see below. No human is useless. And before the book even came out, I had the shirt. I don't know if you guys have your shirt, but y'all need to get a shirt that says "No
Yeah.
human is useless." And you came on the show before and brought your mug with you, the invisible mug, which you explain everybody a little bit about the invisible mug for anybody that missed you last time.
Okay. So sorry I don't have one here to demonstrate
That's
it
okay.
because of the situations here in Ghana. I'm in my car right now speaking. But so these marks, they are black marks, and I can put anything on it. I can be a Jessica's face, anything. I can just put it on the mark, but you don't see it unless I pour hot water in it, any hot liquid, and then it reveals the image, the beautiful image on the marks out. And so looking back with my journey where I came from till now, I infuse the how the mark works with my journey, believing that every human being has something inside of them that needs to come out. But most people are not aware of what they have inside of them until
Right.
something triggers it. Yes.
Mm,
Me, for example, I had to go through uncomfortable situations, living in the forest, being thrown out of the house, and all these things challenged me. And then it unearthed the hidden talent that I had inside of me, which I was not aware of. Okay. And so
mm,
these uncomfortable situations I went through brought this beautiful talent out, which is why I'm doing all these things. No human is useless. Writing a book, have been able to tour around, being able to be featured on the Times Square billboard, winning an international award, and all of that. All these
mm.
things were inside of me, and I had no idea until I went through uncomfortable situations to trigger it out. So I
Right.
believe every human being has it, regardless of who you are, where you're from, your color. There's no boundaries to that, but
Right.
something must trigger it, and so that
Mm.
it comes out for the world to see. So that is why I use the mark, the invisible mark, to tell all these stories because of its feature. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And because it makes me sad, I think I was thinking about this the other day. At this point in my life, when I'm seeing people that are even older than I am, I'm in my early 40s, but when I'm seeing people even older than that, like who still don't really know why they're here, or they don't feel that sense of purpose. And it makes me sad to think about that there's so many people out there that are going to jobs that they hate, that they feel like they're called to something bigger, but they're not really sure what that is. And so I think it's so important to hear other people's stories, like, for example, what we've heard about you and your story, to help us like have that moment of reflection and say, okay, why am I really here? Because there is something bigger and better, like you said, that can come out of each and
Yeah.
every one of us.
Yeah.
So, your story, a lot of your story you tell in your book, No Human is Useless. What has the experience been like for you since that book came out and so many people are reading it now?
Yeah. Yeah. So the book is a powerful book. You know, sometimes I give it out, so from people who have read it, they give me a call back and then tell me, William, I can see myself in the book. Everybody has a
Mm,
story in that book because it will channel through one thing or the other what you have been through in life. Okay, and the reception is amazing, especially in the UK. They're like, wow, you were able to go through all these things and then you came out. Me, I'm even going through what I'm going through right now, that's what they tell me. What I'm going through right now is not up to what you went, what you went through. So
Mm,
there's no need for me to worry. I don't need to worry. I can do more things because yours is worse than mine. And those are the feedback I get from people who have read the book. And when you go on Amazon, you can see the reviews there, and it's amazing. It's a powerful book. I had this lady who read it call me back, crying that William, I've been through all these things. Now you gave me hope that it's going to be okay. And I feel very good when I get such feedbacks.
yeah. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
what you said that people have been able to see themselves in your story. I feel like there's so much in the world right now that is making a big attempt to try to divide us from how we look to what religion we are to politics to where we live in the world. And this is what I think is so incredibly powerful about sharing our stories is that we have the ability to just sort of just hear the story but take everything else off the table and say, "Wow, like I really can relate to that." Even though we might look different or believe different or live in different places or whatever it is. So that's a really beautiful experience. Do you have you learned anything in your talking to other people that have read the book about what stands out the most to them as being like sort of maybe that breakthrough moment or that aha moment from reading your story?
Yes. So Jessica, one thing, and I'll use this opportunity to give this advice to everybody. You know, people. What I've heard from people is that they realize that their purpose is not even the big thing they are thinking about. It comes from the little things. When they read a book, they realize that their purpose is just right beside them and it's the least thing that they ever think about. For me,
Mm,
for instance, I realized that my purpose was just about service to humanity. When I went to the forest, anytime I extended a helping hand to somebody and they say, God bless you, thank you so much, William, I had this great feeling inside of me. So when I serve people and they are happy, I'm happy.
yeah.
But all this while before getting there, I was thinking about getting a good job, getting paid a huge salary, and
Mm,
just living life. And I believe that wouldn't have made me happy, even though I would have got all those money and all of that. But what brings me joy and happiness is just helping somebody and just getting a thank you feedback from them and seeing them happy. And this was just my purpose. This is my purpose that I never knew for 30 years. It took me to get to the forest to just extend a helping hand to somebody, for them to say thank you, and then me feeling good about it. So people got to know that, sometimes what they are thinking, what they are looking for is right beside them, but they are
mm,
not able to get it because they are thinking of something else. So the book actually brings their mind to what brings them joy inside of them,
mm,
and that is their purpose. Our purpose in life is just to serve people. You can serve somebody by making shoes, okay, for people to wear. It's all part of service. You can
mm,
serve people by selling clothes to them to get access to clothes to wear, by helping people bring smile on their faces. It's the little things that brings happiness to people.
yeah.
That is where most of our purpose lie in. But people are not.
Mm,
They are thinking about getting a good job, riding the big cars, and then that is life to them. But sometimes
yeah.
the smallest thing we least pay attention to.
Yeah. That's such a great point and takes us back to what we were saying about what I was saying about sometimes it's sad viewing people that are older than me not have like a sense of, how they're supposed to fit in this world. And I think some of that is what you're talking about us. We think in this huge thing like it's got to be some, grand thing that is bigger than what we can even
Yeah,
imagine, but sometimes
exactly.
what we need to do is come back, like ground ourselves, come back to basics. And like you said, just what brings you joy? What brings you
Exactly.
happiness? What brings you
Exactly.
peace?
Yeah.
It's simple as that. And that in itself is such a huge thing, but we don't see it that way. We're like, oh, that's just a little, and we brush it off. and it really
Exactly.
is a bigger deal than we think it is. Kat's
Exactly.
joining us this afternoon from Scotland. Happy Friday, Scott, or Scott. Kat, it's good to see you from Scotland today. So I love that, and I love that the book is making its way around and people are being affected by it in a positive way, and that it's helping people to find that purpose and joy and happiness within them. Do you have any plans as far as I know you've been doing some speaking and things like that as well. So, do you have any plans in the near future for what's next regarding the book or your speeches?
Yeah. So I have plans of visiting more schools here in Ghana. Okay, and then move from this place to the UK or the US, and then spread the news there, because my short trip in the UK, you know, made me understand that what I'm doing here is more valued. It's more much valued there.
Mm,
They want to hear these things. Sometimes some of them don't believe a human being can go through all this, live in the forest and all of that, and come
mm.
out huge, like big as where I am going now. So my plans is just to move outside Ghana to spread this word for many people to embrace it and get to know that yes, it's possible. They can do anything that they want to achieve in life. They can actually get it done.
Do you anticipate with all of this traveling you're doing and possibly now relocating to another place, do you anticipate like maybe a part 2 of the book to describe maybe some of your newest, because I'm sure this whole journey has been a process in itself of lessons learned, right?
Exactly. Yes. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still going. I'm still learning. I'm still having experiences. And definitely, yes, a part two is coming.
Yeah.
And then people need to know, because learning, there's no end to learning. Once you grow, you keep learning. You keep
Yeah.
meeting people, new stuff. So the learning is unending.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, I can't wait for you to come visit the United States eventually because
Very soon.
I was in the grocery store a few weeks ago and there was a whole group of people and I don't know if they were just visiting or what, but it had a similar like accent to you. And but the one lady was not speaking English and you listen, I struggle with English on a good day. Okay. So I didn't get a chance to like go figure out where she was from, but I would love for you all to come visit the states. That would be amazing. Do you know like
Very
where in
soon.
the states you would want to go?
So I have a couple of friends in um, Virginia,
Mm,
Richmond, Virginia. I have one amazing boss I used to work with, who is living there. And
yeah,
then Tennessee, I have a friend too in Tennessee. And then, I'm part of groups, two amazing networking groups in the States,
yeah.
which is based in New York.
Mm,
So I'm looking at visiting all these three places very soon.
yeah.
Very
I'm
soon.
gonna
Very
cross
soon.
my fingers for New York because that's only two. I'm only like 2 hours from Adrian Miller, which I know that you know her
And
really
I'm part
well.
of I'm part of her network group, so
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm only 2 hours from her in New York City, so it's super close.
Wow.
Super
That
close,
is super
yeah.
cool. Yes, yes. So we can definitely hang out.
I love that. Brittany said, "I'm so proud of you, William." You know, Brittany's been here watching your journey throughout
Okay.
since every time that you've been on. So really
Wow.
appreciate her coming and supporting today. Um so as you're coming home and making plans for the move and everything else, like what are some of the hurdles that you've come across that you're trying to get past now to get you to that next level of where you want to be?
All right. So um, one challenge I'm facing right now is I'm trying to move to either the UK or the US on a global talent visa, and this visa is I qualify for, because of what I'm doing,
Mm,
the humanitarian stuff, and then me being an author and all of that. But I would need a recommendation from somebody who is based in either the UK or in the US, who is
mm,
also who is also an author or a speaker. Okay, to just say that, oh, okay, so I've known William. William is doing something great, and then he'll be a great asset to our country should he have that opportunity. And
Right.
it's been very tough because if people don't know you that well, it's very hard for them to give you a recommendation. And some people might give a criminal can have a criminal um, issues and all of that, and it will affect those people who give the recommendation. So people are very careful with this. That has been a challenge now, and I'm still speaking to people. I'm hoping to get that one recommendation that,
Yeah.
okay, William, we know William could be a great asset when he moves in here, and then yes, that would be very good for me to spread the word across the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I had to look up the information. I didn't know a lot about the different kinds. So my husband is an immigrant in the United States here from Canada. But he's a permanent resident of the United States now. But I didn't know a lot about other visas and things that you can get. And it says that you can apply for a global talent visa to
yeah,
work in the UK if you're a leader or potential leader in academia or research, arts
yeah,
and culture, or digital technology. And
yeah.
once you do that and have this endorsement to prove that you're a leader or potential leader, all you have to do is apply. And it can literally take a matter of weeks before you're approved. Like it can go really fast once you have that endorsement.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
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 So
It's interesting because I had never seen that. Do they have the same one for the United States as well?
they have the same one. I'm going to share the link with you right after this call, so you can read through it and see.
Yeah.
You people wouldn't know it because you don't need a visa to go anywhere you
Yeah.
want to. So you wouldn't know when you want to go to any part of the world. You just pick up your passport and then boom, you go. But
Yeah.
some of us coming from this part of the world, you need to apply, do a lot of whole stuff. So it's
Are
fine
you
if you
trying
don't
to
know.
say we're spoiled over here, William? Is that what
I
you're
tell
trying
you,
to say?
I tell you, you guys are you are
I
there.
love
You don't
it.
need to know all these things. Because sometimes when I tell people, they'll be like, "What you mean? What is that?" And
Yeah.
it's fine because you don't need that to travel around. We need it, so we have to
Mm.
know. You don't have to know it.
So apparently I just a little Google. Apparently in the United States, it's an O1A visa. It's called
Okay.
Immense Opportunities for Outstanding Researchers, Athletes, and Business People.
Yeah,
So it opens the doors for researchers, athletes, and entrepreneurs, permitting them to practice their talent and contribute to advancement within the US. It's specifically designed for people who have extraordinary skills in the field of science, business, education, or athletics. And I would say what you're doing definitely falls under education, like,
exactly.
in some kind of way.
Yeah.
And so I love that. And I'm hoping, crossing fingers that it all that it all comes together for you, for sure. So before the break, we talked about Keilani's project, which is your daughter, and that project specifically helps people to helps women who have had cesarean section in Ghana, provide expenses, some taking care of some of their expenses and all of that. And so I love that. What kind of process was it for you to set up that foundation? Like, did you find the process complicated in Ghana? Because I know that sort of process is very different depending on what country you're in as well.
Yeah, yeah. So there's this crowdfunding site, Indiegogo.
Mm.
Okay, but then it restricts people from Ghana. I don't know why.
Mm.
So I had to collaborate with one amazing man in the United States who has
Oh, I love
been
that.
a coach. Yes, he's so amazing. His name is David Safia. He has been
Mm.
so good to me since day one he met me because he saw something in me, and I have never disappointed him till now. So he had to co-partner with me so we'll be able to open a page on Indiegogo, and we started it that way. Otherwise, I couldn't do it solely from Ghana. We've been restricted. Even PayPal doesn't work
Mm.
here for some reasons I don't know. I still have some money on my PayPal account and it has been blocked because I'm from Ghana. They owe me
Mm.
£30. So that's a challenge. But David has been helpful and we've been able to open a page on Indiegogo to run this project. Yes.
I love it. I love it. And hopefully that will continue to grow. We're going to put the links down below for everybody to be able to donate if you'd like to do that. And also, please feel free to reach out if you're able to help William at all with his visa process, because we'd love to see him be able to go somewhere that is amazing for him and his family to be able to continue to spread his message, which we definitely need more people to hear, and all of that. So we're going to take a final break, everybody. And when we come back, we're going to find out what's next for William, where we can find him, and all of that good stuff. So don't go anywhere after the poem.
I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love, for the world is wounded, not just my little piece of land, where I am mostly safe, where I'm mostly well, but our world, everywhere, every day. I shall stand for love, because we need more light, not more death, not more power, not more bombs. I shall stand for love, so that our children are safe, so that our friends are sheltered, so that our borders are open. I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart.
We're so excited to have William on today, the Breakthrough Show. This is, I don't know how many appearances you've made on the Breakthrough Show Network, but it's been a lot.
Yeah, a lot. And
It's been
it's
a
always
lot.
amazing. It's always amazing when I'm on here. I feel like, I don't know, I feel fulfilled. I
Mm.
feel that I'm at the right place. I feel joy like whenever I'm on this platform. So that is why I always try my best to be on. Because
Yeah.
like, there's no electricity, but I'm in my car right now doing it. That's the extra mile I can go to be here.
Even if we're in the middle of a weekend party in Ghana, Africa, in the middle of the street in a car, William will be here.
Yeah, I should be here.
I love it. Kat was saying, as someone who came and moved from UK from Poland, I agree. Certain countries don't need to worry about visas. I need a
Tell
lot of
you,
paperwork myself to visit the US. Yeah,
tell you.
yeah. It's sad. It's sad that there's really those different hoops that you have to jump through based on, maybe certain historical moments of the behaviors of certain people that are, that it's just not fair, right? Not
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
But we're here. If anyone, like I said, would love to help with William's journey, we would love to hear from you. You can message me directly, Jessica at thebreakthroughshow.com. And also, we're going to have the links below for you to donate to Keilani's project and all of that as well. Brittany standing for love. Kat said she loves the Breakthrough Show too. And Brittany said, I'm here for it all, including the party. I got my dancing shoes. I love it. I love it. So what I know that you're working on trying to get that visa so that you can relocate you and your family. What else are you working on right now that maybe you have it coming up in the near future?
Okay, so now it's still about reaching out to more people, and then trying to visit senior secondary schools, some senior secondary schools here in Ghana. I've never done
Mm,
that yet because I need to do that, and that's what I'm planning on to do. Okay, and also there's this amazing man. Um, I don't want to go into politics, okay, because what I'm doing, politics here in Ghana, set to divide people. You
mm,
understand? Divide people, and what I'm doing is all love to bring people together. And so, even at my book launch, I was able to bring two political parties, MPs. I brought them together to sit on the same table, and that is the kind of love I'm trying to spread. Okay,
mm,
and so it doesn't mean I shouldn't commend people if they are doing good for the society. And there's this man who is doing very well, which I am trying to, you know, help tell people about him, just to help to push him to do more of what he's doing. He's not
mm,
he's into the political sector, but then he has never had the power before. He has never had the power, but he's doing amazing well, even without the power. I don't know if you get me. He's doing amazingly
Yeah.
well, helping,
Yeah.
supporting people, and I think he needs to be given a chance,
Mm,
to bring out what he's doing here in the community. And I think I'll vouch for him to do that and do my best to help push him up to do it. Okay, and his name is lawyer James Enu, and I would love to, because he has done so well, even not even without power, he's doing well. So I
right.
wish people would give him the attention to bring him on board to help the community.
Yeah.
So it's something I'm also looking at to push him for it.
Yeah. I think that's another great message because I think that's going back to purpose and things like in that topic. When we talk about people like not really being able to tap into what that purpose is for them, I think another thing that can hold them back is feeling like they need to be center stage, and they don't always need to. Sometimes someone's purpose might be to help lift up or create a platform for others to share
Exactly.
their message, because that's the behind the scenes people. Like, I cannot tell you, Kat that's here today, Brittany that's here today, some of the other folks that we've seen come through the Breakthrough Show Network today, they've been involved with us for a long time, and have done nothing behind the scenes but try to support us and lift us up. And that is just as big of a, a meaningful life purpose than anything else. It's so
Exactly.
important to be a
Yeah.
support to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
I
I
love
have I
that.
have so much I have so much hope. I believe in that man, as because you know people well when they don't have power and they still do what they do. You
Mm,
understand? Even without power, he's doing a lot amazing stuff for people in the community. So I believe that we should give him a chance to be able to do more for the community. And so I'm also planning on helping push lawyer James Enu
yeah,
to do something good for the community. Yeah,
right, right. Do you mind if I show a little picture of your daughter, cuz she's so cute? She's so cute. Do
please
you
do it.
mind if okay, we need to have a little awe moment before we go today, you guys, because she's so precious. Just
Keilani. Wow.
He's so cute, you guys. Is I mean, I feel like you already had such a deep sense of purpose within yourself. Has becoming a new dad given you like a whole new level of purpose now in the work that you're doing?
Of course, yes. And I'm even learning from a 9 month old baby. You know, sometimes when I'm down, I look at her when I was carrying her, and now she being able to take a baby step and
Mm,
then stand on her own. It gives me the edge that even when I'm down, there's a time going to come very soon that I'll be able to get up on my feet again.
yes.
Babies are a whole lesson on their own. Like a whole form of education on their own. You know, watching my baby from birth till now, seriously, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from her. So it's an amazing. It's a whole school on its own. Honestly, trust me, it's a whole school on its own. It's a whole degree to even
Yeah.
attain having a baby. Yeah,
I feel like there's going to be several books coming. There's going to be the book where William's talking about, the process of relocating and all of the up and down stuff. And then there's going to be the lessons learned from being a dad and then all of that as well.
I tell
Um,
you,
yes, Kat said sometimes all it takes is one person at the right time, the right place to give us a breakthrough.
that is true.
Sometimes that's all it takes. And she
That is
said she
true.
works with children every day. It's the best thing ever. They really do. They teach us. I've learned so much from being a mom the last 23. I can't believe it's been 23 years. My oldest is going to about to be 23 years old. So,
Wow.
it's been a learning lesson, many
Twe-
learning lessons.
That is 23 years of lessons.
Yes.
That that is more than that is like 10 times a degree or a
Mm,
PhD
I
for
feel
you.
like that too sometimes.
You need a certificate.
Somebody give me an award. That's what I want.
It's not
I
easy.
love
You need an
it.
award.
I know. William, I'm so thankful that you were able to come on the show today. Where can everybody connect with you?
On LinkedIn, William Plange. On Facebook, William Plange. On TikTok, at William Plange. It's William Plange everywhere.
He's made it easy for you people, okay?
Yes,
Well,
yes,
it's not like me that are different names all over the place. Just William Plunge. No matter what platform you're on, please go follow him and all of the amazingness that he's putting out into the world. Thank you so much for joining us back on the show today, William. You know, I have you on every time you have news or whatever. You know, you just come back on the show, and it'll be great to have you.
I'm so honored. I'm so honored to be here. I'm
I
so
love
honored to
it.
be here. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Thank you so much for being here today, William, and we will catch up with you again soon. Appreciate you.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So, listen, I'm so excited to have had William back on the show today. It's always a pleasure to have people come back on the show that have been on before because there's always more to uncover. As our conversation with William draws to a close, I am reminded of the profound truth that indeed no human is useless. William, your story and your work stand as a testament to the power of belief in oneself, belief in others, and belief in the potential for transformation that resides within each and every one of us. Thank you for sharing your light, your journey, and your unwavering commitment to uplifting those around you. Today's dialogue reiterates an essential message. Our worth is not determined by our circumstances, but by our response to them. In every story of adversity lies the seed of a breakthrough, a moment of clarity where we see beyond our limitations and tap into our innate strength and purpose. William's journey encourages us to look within and around us, to support, to uplift, and to recognize the invaluable contributions of every individual to our collective narrative. As we part ways with William, let us carry forward the message that every human being holds a unique value and purpose. And let's look forward to continuing our exploration of resilience and advocacy in our next episode, Advocacy Amidst Adversity, featuring the inspiring Annie Holmes. You do not want to miss next week's episode. Together, we'll uncover the stories that weave the fabric of our shared humanity, pushing us towards our next breakthrough. Thank you again to William for being here today. Thank you to all of you for sharing this space with us. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you that every day is a great day for a breakthrough. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.